up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have one of my favorite videos to share with you, and that is an anti-haul video. What I do is I make it my mission every so often to try and do as much of a no spend as possible and not go to a regular grocery store for any reason. The only exception being if my kids need something like milk, eggs, or produce. But this time I was able to go a long stretch of time without going to a wholesale club or a grocery store. And every day that I don't have to go to a grocery store is obviously a huge savings. I sat there and I was like, it's been like weeks since I went to the grocery store. It ended up only being about 8 days. But I will say the grocery delivery that I got prior to doing this was only around $75. So I think that it's a win regardless. Girl math says it is. But we went a stretch of 8 days without ordering any groceries, going to the store for absolutely any reason. The kids ended up not needing anything either. We do not eat out of the house. So that full 8-day stretch that we did was truly every single meal for our family of 5 was consumed by shelf cooking and going through our fridge, freezer, and pantry for our meals. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you the creative ways that I use the items from my fridge, freezer, and pantry to pull off our meals for this week. I'm mostly just highlighting our dinner efforts because for breakfast, we're really simple. We do like overnight oats or an omelet. For lunch, we mostly just consume the leftovers from dinner. And then we're not really like huge on desserts or anything like that. So you're gonna be able to see all of the dinner recipes that we pulled off, and hopefully it'll inspire you to go look through your fridge, freezer, and pantry. Even if you can only go a couple days without having to go to the grocery store, with the prices the way they are now, it's honestly just a fun challenge to try and get yourself to do. If you happen to be new here, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. Over here, I do a lot of videos where I share dinner inspiration. I also do a lot of haul videos, so you'll see me go to Costco, Sam's Club, Trader Joe's, and show the items that I purchased while I was there. And then I do some meal prep and what's for dinner type videos as well. If you end up enjoying my vibe while you're here, I'd love it if you check out the other videos on my channel because I have plenty of content just like this, and I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, my friends, we are diving into my fridge to start. It's pretty much a hot mess. If you came to this channel for aesthetics, you should probably just exit now because I have no aesthetics to my name, okay? Over here, if you have not been here before, I tend to keep produce on the door of my fridge. That way I remember it exists. But with the way we've been going through produce lately, I don't even know if that's necessary anymore. Over yonder, up here is fruits that are prepped for us and the kids. I love this like little divided tray thingy here. It's got some strawberries, raspberries, I think cherry tomatoes. And then we have some melon, I think it's cantaloupe. In the back, I have like the Costco minced garlic randomly. These are like our leftovers that we're working through right now. We did a lot of cooking lately. So over here, we have some eggs and then also prepped scrambled eggs for the kids. This is kids' food. My oldest toddler gets his plate like this. And then the twins, I put it in meal prep containers like this and then just split one container between the two of them. And then there's extra prepped food in the back. Down here, I like to call this the jar graveyard. We've got some like random cheese dip. I'll put that back there. Better than bouillon. If you haven't tried this yet, this makes an excellent marinade and it's really good as a soup base. I have some banana peppers, Kalamata olives, marinara sauce. This is enchilada sauce. Just other random things in the back. Oh, I have some sun-dried tomatoes. That's good to know. And pickles, sliced jalapenos, and some coffee syrup. Shout out to any New Englanders out there. You know what that is. This is kind of like dairy. You guys get that vibe. I do have ricotta. That's good to know because maybe I'll do something with that. In this drawer, random bags of cheese. I also have some biscuits and crescent rolls that I could use. Over here, overflow of produce. I have carrots, a little bit of a salad kit left, some tortillas. I do keep tortillas in the fridge. I know it's weird. I also keep bread in the fridge. I lived in Hawaii for like 13, 14 years, and bread went bad so fast there that I got in the habit of doing it, so now I just do it. This is chicken sausage, which we've been using for breakfast, but it could easily be for a meal. Down here, I have some salami, block cheese, sliced cheese, some Parmesan cheese. I love these little snack packs I've been making. I got these off of Amazon. I'll link them down below. Random cheeses, string cheese, and these are like the little Laughing Cow cheeses. Some more pepper jack blocks. Over here, this is the sauce graveyard. This is a train wreck. Oh my word. Who didn't straighten up before their friends came over to play? You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of random stuff. I definitely need to work through some of this. I have a bunch of these like Kinder's burger sauce thingies. I gotta figure something out with that. I also have a Caesar dressing, ketchup, mustard. It's probably hoisin. Yeah, hoisin. We have some of this bruschetta. Oh, I also have this burrata filling. These two are like a match made in heaven, these guys right here. So I might end up doing something like that with bread or something. We'll figure something out. Okay, so that's the lay of the land for the fridge. Not too much to work with, but I do know I have like those crescent rolls, the sausage, and then some of the items from the jar graveyard were helpful to know. Okay, now we're diving into my inside freezer. I have an outdoor freezer as well. This is just kind of a hot mess. Over here we have kind of like freezer pops, Pedialyte freezer pops, random like ice cream treats. I've been making homemade ice cream, so I have some in there. There's like a Cool Whip in the back, some ice packs. Over here, I have like a single random salmon. I have a couple like Trader Joe's Ready-Go meals. I also have this ciabatta loaf. I might do something with this and the burrata with bruschetta. So that's promising. I have bubble waffles, which will probably end up being for the kids. We have some chocolate croissants in the back. I have some peaches, some goat cheese. Down here is kind of a train wreck. We have this huge turkey still. We need to cook that. We have some chicken sausage, random like sweet potato fries, broccoli. A lot of the stuff that's down there. Ooh, I do have cod. I am so excited I have cod. I have some salmon. Those are good for me for lunches. And the rest is kind of just random stuff. Random fruits and veggies that have been frozen. I also have some non-dippers, so I can use that to make like little bowls for myself for lunch. So not too much in here, but the ciabatta and the cod is very helpful for sure. Okay, out here is our crazy freezer that we clearly need to defrost. Oh my God, I can barely open this drawer. Let's see, I don't even know what's in here. We got some broccoli and some shredded cheese right here. That seems to be it in that top drawer. Down here, I have a chicken carcass, a thing of chicken thighs, and some ice pops. Okay, big money, big money. We have some veggie scraps. I've got some dumplings down here, some meatballs, lots of butter. I need to reorganize these drawers because they could be much more efficient. This is protein ice cream, some more shredded cheese. It's like some cauliflower rice. This we usually use for the kids. Okay, we've got some microwave pizza, some ice cream treats. We have some of the boneless chicken bites. These are chicken breasts, which I will definitely be using. I'm gonna pull it for myself now, actually. Over here, I have some Trader Joe's cheese blintzes and potato pancakes. There's also, some of the, I think it's like chicken karaage from Costco. That's good to know. And then down here, we have our favorite Trader Joe's orange chicken. And then I have some pumpkin bread underneath. Okay, so meatballs will probably be used. I just pulled some chicken breasts. The chicken thighs will definitely get used somehow. And everything else is kind of like a side that's good to know about. All right, friends, we're headed into the pantry now. I need you to put the judgment pants away, okay? This is real life. It's organized chaos. I know where everything is, okay? And I'm about to walk you through where everything is. Okay, so up here is really not helpful to anything because these are just like a collection of snacks. You probably see some of the things that we've gotten at Costco, Sam's Club, and Trader Joe's over here, okay? Now, this is where the bulk of this video is going to come from. I have like a canned goods area over here. However, I ended up buying more canned goods that didn't fit down there. So I ended up just putting it up here for now. Eventually, I need to like rework this entire system, but everything's fine. We're doing great. Okay, so up here, I have stuff for lasagna, but I usually save that for when I have my monthly lasagna love situation. Although I do have some ricotta cheese. but I don't have that much. But maybe I could do like lasagna roll-ups or something, so that's a possibility. Tomato sauce. These are peeled tomatoes. I also have these Old El Paso like taco kits, but the problem is I don't have any ground beef, ground turkey, anything like that. However, I do think what I'm going to do, I don't have any barbecue sauce. I noticed this is like my sauce area. I know I'm like all over the place right now, but I went through this earlier and noticed I don't have any barbecue sauce. And one of the things I was planning to do, because we have chicken breasts and we don't do it that often, is to do like a barbecue chicken bowl type situation. But I don't have any barbecue sauce. But I do have tomato sauce and tomato paste, and then a variety of other things like vinegar, brown sugar, all of that. So I think I'm going to make a barbecue sauce. I'm going to make like a barbecue chicken in the crock pot and then make it into like a bowl and then utilize the leftover shredded chicken to make some barbecue chicken tacos. And I was thinking this zesty ranch would probably be delicious with some barbecue chicken. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be, that takes care of 2 meals right there. So that's exciting. Over here, I just kind of have like a variety of beverages. We're not soda people. I did dabble in some sparkling water at some point. Coconut water is something I like to drink every so often. We also like liquid IV over here. I know it's not the best, but what are you going to do? I've got some protein, some almond milk, some random like baking mixes. Over here's all of like my baking nonsense. It's kind of overflowing at this point because I have been baking more. So there's that. Over here we have, this is kind of like my produce that does not need to be refrigerated section. So I have some sweet potatoes. We have 6 of them and an onion. I think that I'm going to steal, these are actually usually for the kids. I think I'm going to steal 3 of them and make like a sweet potato hash to go with this barbecue chicken bowl. I think that would be delicious and different. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I also make note that I have those potatoes in the back. See if there's something I can do with those. I have corn, which I'll probably add to the barbecue chicken bowls to give it more volume, as well as some beans. I'll probably take some beans. I have a variety of beans in here, so I'll probably steal some like kidney beans or something. I've got a bunch of different types of diced tomatoes. In the back, there's some tomato paste. I also have some like Campbell's soups over there. I don't use them that often. I know a lot of people use them in recipes, but they give me headaches, I think, because they have MSG in them. So I keep them as like a backup for like absolute desperate moments, but don't use them that much. I should probably check the expiration on them. I do have some water chestnuts and a couple cans of tuna. I have a lot of packets of tuna. We have plenty of rice. We have a Spanish rice packet. It looks like I have another taco kit in the back. Plenty of pasta. Pasta is never a problem in this house. And then over here, this is like sauces. So I have mayonnaise, dressings, marinara, ketchup. I went through it a little bit earlier just so I could see what I had. I have some like coconut curry sauce. I have like an enchilada sauce, but we just did that recently. There's a steak sauce. So that's kind of everything that's going to be helpful. I'll get to grabbing all of the other ingredients to get started on this barbecue chicken, which will be the first one you guys see. First up in today's menu were some barbecue chicken power bowls, as I'm calling them. As I had mentioned, I didn't have a store-bought barbecue sauce, but I had all of the elements I needed to make it. It's actually really easy to make your own barbecue sauce. I mix it right up in the blender, which makes it fast and easy. This recipe will be in the description box. Once you blend it up yourself, just taste it for your preference on seasonings and sweetness and adjust it as needed. Once I finished the barbecue sauce, I poured somewhere around 1 to 2 cups of it in the bottom of my crock pot and then laid 4 chicken breasts on top. I seasoned the chicken breasts with our favorite seasonings and then laid some onion and bell pepper on top. I cooked this on low for around 4 hours, but if you're in a rush, you could cook it on high for 2 to 3. About a half hour before I wanted to serve dinner, I got started on the sweet potato hash browns. You guys, these were so good. I peeled up some sweet potatoes and then cut them into short wedges and then worked them through a little countertop grater that I have. Then, in a large mixing bowl, I combined those sweet potatoes with eggs, seasonings, and cheese. I melted butter in a medium skillet over medium-high heat, and then I used a large cookie scoop to put the hash in the skillet and then a spatula to press it into a patty. I let each of them cook for around 6 minutes per side, just making sure that they were golden brown and not falling completely apart. They're messy, but awesome. I then shredded up my chicken, made sure it was all combined in the barbecue sauce, and then in a bowl, I laid down 2 of the sweet potato hash browns, added some beans, corn, shredded carrot, some lettuce, the shredded chicken, and then topped it all with cheese. If you're using this for meal prep, just don't add the lettuce, but you could do everything else. We ended up meal prepping some bowls on the side with the leftovers, and they were perfect reheated the next day. John, tonight we pulled together a meal from our fridge, freezer, and pantry. Oh. It was a team effort from all 3 of our employees. That's like a barbecue chicken power bowl, we'll call it.
You made this barbecue sauce?
Correct. It's the same barbecue sauce that I made the guava. Remember the guava barbecue sauce? Yeah. Same thing, just no guava. But I did end up having to add extra honey because I'm guessing the guava gave it sweetness, so it needed a little extra honey. But other than that, same recipe. How's the hash brown? That's what you're handling right now. I interrupted you in the middle of handling that hash brown.
This is delicious.
Really?
This is so good.
And it's actually like full of nutrition, really. Because it's like...
It's full of flavor is what it is.
Is it? Oh, okay, John. Yeah. New fave?
Yeah, this is like... I'm kind of at a loss of words.
Really?
This is really good.
And you talk a lot, so that's saying something.
Wow.
What would you say you give it?
It's like a 9.
A 9?
8, 9.
I'm gonna try it now. I haven't tried it yet. I want to try the sweet potato hash brown. That's what I'm most excited about.
The barbecue sauce.
So good.
This barbecue sauce makes it.
I thought you were exaggerating.
Me? Wow. Like, I want more barbecue sauce. I want to just...
Well, I've made a huge batch.
I just want to drown this. Just drown it in barbecue sauce.
I might agree with you on the 9. So, 9, you'd say?
Yep.
All right, perfect. What else was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to tell you something that I came up with a good idea.
Oh, we got good ideas. I love when Caitlin has good ideas.
There's so much chicken in there. Like, I already pulled some for Oliver for his lunch. There's still so much chicken in there, which I was hoping there would be. We have, in the pantry, Fiesta Ranch taco shells. So I'm thinking we do leftover barbecue chicken inside the Fiesta Ranch taco shells with pepper jack cheese and dreams come true.
Oh, are we doing that now?
We're not doing that now. We're going to eat this now. But that's going to be also in this video. But isn't that a genius way to
That's a genius way. Take that and
repurpose it
and
in a
continue
different
on,
vibe.
Continue on the amazingness that is Kate the Great.
Yep, that's right. All right, well, thank you so much for your feedback. We're sending it to corporate. All right, you guys, I just had to show you, the lighting is awful, I'm such a professional, the amount of chicken that is left over from this recipe. It was 2 packets of chicken, 4 chicken breasts total. This is all of the sweet potato that I have left over, so I had enough for like 3 bowls for meal prep. This is mine. John has his plate. So I'm gonna put these 3 together, and then the leftover chicken is gonna be for the tacos. Next up, we have some Mississippi meatballs. I love this one because it's a one-pot wonder all done right in the crock pot. It's truly a set and forget type of meal. I was able to get it going during the kids' nap so we could have it for dinner without having to stand over a hot stove, which is always a win. This is seriously a dump and go recipe. I started by cutting the potatoes in half and then laying them down in the crock pot next to some baby carrots. Then I topped it with frozen meatballs straight from the freezer, no need to thaw them. I sprinkle everything with the au jus and ranch packets. When I'm sprinkling, I just try to make sure to get between the meatballs so it'll get down to the potatoes and carrots. You could also be smarter than me and season it by layer, but once it all comes together in the end, it's gonna be delicious. So all aboard the Hot Mess Express with Kate. It's fine over here. Chew, chew. I then distributed little pieces of butter and banana peppers over the dish, poured some banana pepper juice and beef broth over everything, covered this and cooked it on high for 4 hours. The longest part of this is just making sure that the potatoes and carrots become fork tender. We did yet another taste test, so let's see the results for that.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, John, hello. Show your friends what you got there, John. Got some Mississippi meatballs. We did some potatoes and carrots.
What makes it Mississippi meatball?
Because it has the au jus packet and the banana peppers and the ranch packet. That's what creates Mississippi anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, that's it.
Is that like all they cook with in Mississippi?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess they have nothing else. They don't eat spaghetti. They don't eat anything else.
Nothing.
They just go with Mississippi stuff.
Just Mississippi
Yep,
stuff.
every variation.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
It's probably really hot, so please be careful. Too hot.
Hot. Hot. Hot. So hot.
So hot.
So good, but so hot. I feel like it just turned the meatballs, and it like when you bite into it, it's like an explosion of flavor. Like this, like soaked into it.
Yeah. Like of the Mississippi things that we've made, where is this ranking? Because so far we've made Mississippi roast, which is like the typical.
Yep.
But it's been a while since we made that. I've made Mississippi chicken. I made that Mississippi meatloaf a few weeks ago, and then we got these Mississippi meatballs, and I think that's it. I think that's all the Mississippi I've done.
I think this is like a solid 8.
Yeah.
I think it's up there with the chicken. I think the chicken was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chicken is good when you put it on, like, I think we put it on sliders one time.
Yes.
And I think that's why you liked it so much. My thing is this. Okay, here's my problem with the Mississippi stuff. Is that you have, like, the potatoes. So that's, like, your starch. Oh, it's really good. Or too hot.
No.
Really good.
Yeah.
Because it, like, soaked up the thing.
My God.
Oh, my God. Wow, John. Here's my thing, though, okay? It's got all that, like, gravy, juicy goodness in there.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I want this over rice. But then it doesn't make sense because the potato is the starch.
Right.
And potato seems like it makes sense.
It makes sense to me because I just had it and it's delicious.
Yeah, but it's like that sauce, I just want to, like, swim in it.
You want to swim in it? It's quite hot.
And then pour it all over rice.
I would advise against not swimming in that.
Now that you had that potato, did that get an extra half point or
Yep,
something?
8.5.
8.5.
That meal is an 8.5.
I love how I know you.
That meal is an 8.5 all day.
All right, well, thank you for your feedback. We're sending it to corporate.
Next one I'm showing off just for some inspiration. We ended up going with that taco kit for Fiesta ranch taco shells and used the leftover shredded barbecue chicken to make barbecue chicken ranch tacos. You guys, these were so good. So if you end up making the barbecue chicken, this is a great option for the leftovers. Okay, friends, another night, another dinner needs to be served. And tonight I'm taking this out of the freezer to make dreams come true, a ciabatta loaf. And then I'm gonna grab some burrata, I can't remember what it's called right now, burrata filling. And I also have some type of a bruschetta. What is the actual saying? I don't know. Life is hard right now. But anyways, we have some Trader Joe's items we're gonna throw together for dinner. And the other thing I just remembered that I have in here, isn't this looking amazing, by the way? Do you remember there was a big turkey over here? We got that in the fridge right now, defrosting. I remembered that I have all of this minced garlic for myself. So what I'm gonna do is get this thawed out a little bit, and we're gonna use that in tonight's dinner.
All right, friends, we are gonna be doing a sheet pan meal tonight with the most random ingredients of all time. But honestly, sometimes like these random dinners are my favorite ones. So in the fridge, I had this one random tomato, plus all these little grape tomatoes that need to get used up. I also, from my sauce graveyard, have this bruschetta? I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Spread here. We also have like half of this burrata filling left to use up. I've got some butter from my fridge, from the sauce graveyard. I also have this balsamic glaze that we're gonna make work. We have a tiny bit of Parmesan cheese remaining here. Now, I had this in the freezer, and I already told you guys that I was going to be utilizing it. What I think I'm going to do is make like a garlic butter sauce to brush on this. I'm going to split this in half, brush the garlic butter on there, and then we'll do this as like a topping situation. I'm going to get these grape tomatoes in the air fryer for, I looked it up. You cut them in half. I'll probably quarter this and then cut these in half. Toss it in some avocado oil or olive oil and seasoning, and then you just roast them in the air fryer for 10 minutes. So that's what I'm going to be doing to add as a topping. But I felt like I needed more nutrition, I guess. So I'm just going to cook some of these Parmesan chicken sausages from Costco. We'll probably each have maybe 2. These are seriously like top 5 Costco item for me. I love these. And then I'm just going to do some of these broccoli florets with it. What I'm probably going to do is cook this in the microwave while these are cooking in the air fryer, and then just kind of get everything on the sheet pan. So anyways, you're about to watch this chaos turn into a dinner. But hopefully something like this will just inspire you to go look through your fridge, freezer, and pantry and see what random items you want to use up and then just come up with a plan, because that's essentially what I did here. There's not really a recipe. We're just going for it. Enjoy.
Popping in here real quick because I just wanted to apologize that we didn't get a taste test reaction on this meal because it was getting late, and honestly I didn't think this was going to be as good as it was, but John and I were absolutely blown away at how delicious this was. It didn't feel too heavy. It felt like almost like an appetizer type of a meal, so it was a perfect weeknight meal and something I definitely recommend making. Our last recipe up is a homemade pizza. I didn't have any freezer pizzas on hand, so I decided I would just turn to one of my favorite pizza dough recipes, which I will link down below. I do add a tablespoon of granulated sugar to this, which I noted near the link. I know homemade pizza can seem so intimidating, but I used my KitchenAid mixer to make it as easy as possible. What I love about this recipe too is it does make 4 pizza doughs, so you can easily use one for dinner and then freeze the other 3 if you want to. It freezes really well. You do need to make this dough a day in advance so it has time to set, so I did that. And then day of the pizza, you just take it out, form it into a pizza, and then put whatever toppings you like on it. John also made some delicious garlic mozzarella biscuits for us that turned out so good. The recipe for those will also be linked down below. We got a reaction to this meal, so let's see what John and I thought of our final shelf cooking meal.
You guys, it is Saturday night, and we were supposed to do pizza night on Friday night because that felt right, but then I got stuck at Sam's Club. So we ended up not having pizza night last night, but that's okay because pizza on Saturday is also great.
I mean, pizza any day is great.
Yeah. However, the pizza's like on the smaller side. So we decided to use up even more than we planned to from our fridge. And we took some biscuits that we had, some mozzarella, some garlic, some butter. Anything else?
Biscuit bombs.
A biscuit bomb, if you will. It's like garlic mozzarella awesomeness. So we have pizza and little garlic biscuits. Can you like crack it open? You know?
Like you wanna
Oh, look at that. Oh, she did that. Okay, I want to try it without dipping sauce first, and then I want to try it with dipping sauce.
That's ridiculous.
Bring that dipping sauce over here, good sir.
Wow.
Wow. Wow is right. I agree. You are right. You don't get to hear that much.
Wow.
I'm going to link that recipe because we pretty much followed
Wait, I just got that.
So slow. Anyways, we used a blog for that. You followed the recipe I printed you?
Yeah. The only thing I added was shredded cheddar.
Okay. And then we used Hawaiian
Yeah.
flavored biscuits which I think was a win because like I like that
whole
little.
thing is a win.
It's just a win. So
Those are not
if you
gonna
need
survive.
something fast, that would be a perfect appetizer if you had people coming over.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
perfect appetizer. Okay, now for the star of the show.
Star Show, Kate's homemade pizza. The dough was ridiculous, and the ricotta just sent it over.
You guys, if you haven't been adding ricotta to your pizza, please start. It takes it to another level.
Yeah.
It elevates the pizza, okay? Coming from two people that are not at all elevated in life, you know, we're a hot mess train.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Choo-choo.
I'm elevated above you.
That's true, because I'm short. Great time for a short joke, John. Anyways, so, all right, let's rate things so then we can get to eating. So for the garlic bomb things, I'm giving that like a 9.5.
I'm going 10.
Yeah?
That
10.
That's ridiculous. That is.
Wow. And then pizza, I'm going 9.5 as well.
I'm going 10.
10 for the
Well,
pizza.
no, I didn't take it back. I'm going 9.5. If it was more, I like more sauce.
Yeah, I ended up putting the bruschetta. I don't know if I never know if I'm saying that right. The sauce from Trader Joe's, instead of doing like a pizza sauce or a marinara sauce, we did the bruschetta. And so that's like a more of like a thick, almost like Italian salsa versus like a sauce. But I don't like pizza when it gets too soggy. So I
like
prefer this style. But yeah. Overall win.
Overall
win.
Done.
Done, son. All right, we're sending this feedback to corporate. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here and spending part of your day with me. It means the absolute world to me. And I hope I delivered whatever you were looking for when you clicked on that thumbnail. If I did, don't forget to reward me with the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and have a magical day. Bye.